All right, number 9. We want to find the antiderivative of this function of r, which is equal to 10 divided by r squared plus 1. Okay, so the first thing I would do is rewrite this. Now, usually whenever I notice a division problem, either I'm going to be looking at natural log or maybe some special function, because when you try to rewrite this, r squared plus 1 to the negative 1 power, okay, you'll notice a problem almost immediately when you try to do the integral. So if we were to try to integrate this function, we would pull out the 10 and we would go through the process of the power rule. Okay, so normally when we do a derivative, you multiply and then subtract 1. Well, integral is going to do the opposite. We're going to add 1. So when you add 1 to a negative 1, you get a 0 power. And then you divide by negative 1 plus 1, which is dividing by 0. And you cannot do that. So something is wrong. We cannot work this problem out this way. So usually I'm going to go back and try to find a special function by looking at derivatives and saying, what can I go backwards from? This is the derivative of some function. The antiderivative is going to be going backwards. So if you refer to your textbook, or I'm going to go to our course and look at our cheat sheets and handouts, I'm going to look at the derivatives. Okay, and I'm looking for something in this form. Okay, something similar to this form. So one of them that I was mentioning is the natural log. I can do 1 divided by, if it's just x, that gives me the natural log. So it could be similar to that. However, we do have some trig functions and some anti or arcsine or trig inverse functions. And this one here, arctan, which is also tan inverse, is equal to 1 divided by x squared plus 1. So that looks, we just have a factor of 10 up here. Just multiplying a constant. So if we pull that constant out, this looks like x squared plus 1. This is r squared plus 1. So we're going to say that we're going to use the derivative, and the antiderivative is going to be this arctan of x. Okay. So going back, using that definition, we're going to just factor out the 10, and we're going to say the integral of 1 over the r squared plus 1. This looks like the arctan. Okay, so we can say this is going to be 10 times the arctan, or you can say tan negative 1 tan inverse of r. Okay, so it just ended up being r, and then you have to remember your plus c whenever you do a derivative. So this one is not something that you actually have to work out. You do just need to be familiar with some of the given functions and the derivatives that we have on our sheet. There's a whole list of them. Don't expect you to memorize all of them, but do refer to the sheet and know how to apply it when needed. Let me see if they give me, that won't be the same. So let me just write it as arctan, because I don't have that tan inverse, but arctan of r and then plus c.